Alright, hey guys, today I'll be rating the moves of Madden, adding superstar X Factors to players like Myles Garrett. Example would be like a 10 out of 10, which is actually my opinion. So we'll get started. So Myles Garrett, 10 out of 10. He's a freak of nature. He's strong, fast. He's 42 sacks in 51 games. Well, he used to have that. Probably has more now. Alright, the next is Tom Brady, 10 out of 10. His 7 rings. He deserves to have an X Factor for like the rest of his whole career. Travis Kelce, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. He's the best tight end in football, and he's fast. He's a good blocker, and yeah, so 10 out of 10. Devontae Adams, I'll give it 10 out of 10. He's the best receiver in the league, in my opinion. He about needs like 2 people to cover him. Like that's why he has double me. And then at cornerback we have Jalen Ramsey. I'll give him a 9.5 out of 10 because he didn't play that good in the playoffs, which kind of upset me. But yeah, 9.5 for me. Aaron Donald, obviously a 10 out of 10. He's an amazing freak of nature. He's like 105 sacks. He's played for 8 years. It was like a 2-time, 3-time defensive player of the year. Cooper Kupp, 10 out of 10. He had an amazing year this season. Probably the best receiving year this season. And then DeAndre Hopkins, I'll give it 10 out of I'll give it a 10 out of 10 because he got that Hail Mary. Like he's probably the guy you want to catch the Hail Mary for the whole time. Next, Patrick Mahomes. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. He's an amazing quarterback. He has bazooka. He can throw 80 yards probably in real life too. George Kittle, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. He's a good tight end like Travis Kelce, but he's a better blocker than Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce has the edge because of speed and catching. And next is Derrick Henry. I'll give it a 9.3 because he was injured a lot this season. So, yeah, 9.3 is mine. And then we got Nick Chubb, which I think is a 10 out of 10 because he played amazing this year. He had a good year. Yeah, I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Next is Tyreek Hill. 10 out of 10. He's so fast, such a good receiver. Such a good receiver when it depends on run after catch. And, yeah. Next to Christian McCaffrey, I'll give it an 8.7 because Christian McCaffrey's glass. He's literally glass, bro. He literally gets injured like every season of his career, bro. And then we got T.J. Watt, 10 out of 10. He broke the sack record. He tied the sack record. You can't argue with that. So 10 out of 10 for T.J. Watt. Next is Stephon Diggs. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. He's literally probably the best route runner in the AFC. And I don't know. You guys might argue, but I think he's the best route runner in the NFL. Then we got Tyrann Mathieu. I'll give it an 8.5. He had a decent year this season. I believe he might have been injured first part of the season. I don't know. Next we have Aaron Rodgers, which is a 10 out of 10, obviously, because he's amazing. He's an amazing quarterback. Yeah. He's good. He has gambler, gunslinger as an ability. And then we have Jair Alexander. 10 out of 10. I don't know if he was injured this season, but he is an amazing quarterback. Next we have Dalvin Cook, which is 10 out of 10. He's a really good running back, in my opinion. One of the best in the league. Next we got Khalil Mack, and Khalil Mack's going to be a 10 out of 10. He's an amazing outside linebacker. Yeah. Next we got Tre'Davious White. Amazing cornerback. I'll go 10 out of 10. It's that one. Next we got Fred Warner. I'll go 9.5 for this one. I don't know. I don't really watch the 49ers tape. I'm going to have to watch his highlights, and maybe I'll regret my decision on that. Next, we got Stephon Gilmore. I don't know what to give him, honestly. I'll give him 10. I'll give him a 9.3 out of 10. I don't know why, but I just gave him that. And next is Cameron Hayward. I do not like this decision. I'm going to make a 4.7. I think he should be a superstar ability, but I do not think he should have X Factor. I don't know why, but I just think he shouldn't have X Factor. Next is Chandler Jones. Sorry, Chandler Jones. I rated it 10 out of 10. 5 sacks in the first week of the season. That's amazing. Next is Keenan Allen. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. He's an amazing route runner. Probably second in the league behind Stephon Diggs. Next is Nick Bosa, amazing pass rusher from Ohio State. I'll give him a 10 out of 10. He had a good rookie. He won Defensive Rookie of the Year, and yeah. Next is Von Miller, 10 out of 10 for Von because he's an amazing career. He's a future Hall of Famer with 2 rings. And then next we got Mike Evans. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. He needs about 2 people to block him, bro. He's so good. And next is Joey Bosa, which lost that time linebacker from Ohio State with Nick Bosa. I'm pretty sure, and I'll give it a 10 out of 10 if I didn't already say my rating. I don't know. And then yeah, that's it. All right, Derwin James, strong safety. I'll give it a 9.2. Like I don't know, he's like I don't know what overall he is, but yeah, I kind of agree with that decision. Jonathan Taylor, 10 out of 10. He had an amazing year. In my opinion, I think he is like second place in Offensive Player of the Year. And if he wasn't, then he should be. And then next is Cameron Jordan, left end. I'll say 10 out of 10. I like that decision of Cameron Jordan. Next we have Levante David. I'll give it an 8.9. I don't know really about that ad. I don't really know that much about Levante David, but I know a lot about the other Bucks. Next is Chris Jones, 10 out of 10. He's a good defensive tackle, one of the best in the league. And yeah. Next we have Darren Waller. I'll give it a 9.1. I don't know that much about Darren Waller, but he's okay. And next is Alvin Kamara. I gave it a 10 out of 10. He's an amazing runner, one of the best in the league. Next is Bobby Wagner. He's Avalanche. Hits stick tackles all the time. He's an amazing middle linebacker, probably future Hall of Famer. Next is DeForest Buckner. I gave it a 10 out of 10. I like DeForest Buckner a lot, and yeah. Next we have Dak Prescott. I don't really like it. I give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah. And then next we have Terry McLaurin, 10 out of 10. He's an amazing route runner. He's a good receiver too, out of Ohio State. Next we have Lamar Jackson, 10 out of 10. He's an amazing runner and passer. And he also gets injured too, like Christian McCaffrey, but not that much. Next is Justin Jefferson. I think a 10 out of 10, bro. Justin Jefferson is really good. I think he's better than Jamar Chase in my opinion. Next is Josh Allen. I get a 9.6 out of 10. I don't know, but I know he can throw 80 yards like Patrick Mahomes, and yeah. And then next is DK Metcalf. 10 out of 10. He's strong, fast, amazing route runner. And then next is Daniel Hunter. He's a good left end. And yeah. And then next we have Micah Parsons. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Like, I don't know. He's a rookie. And yeah. And then we have last two. Russell Wilson, which is the quarterback, Blitz Radar. He's an amazing future Hall of Famer. And then I do not agree with the decision at all. I give it a 3. Kyler Murray is short. He's at 86 overall in the game, and they give him first one free. I don't really like it. And then we have all the superstars back here, which are basically literally only offensive linemen. But why is Michael Thomas here? And JJ what? All right, I gotta go. Peace.